Alright, I'm back, and I finally got a new camera and microphone to record stuff with. My last camera died, to put it lightly, but it was a piece of junk that didn't work very well anyway. So from this point on, I hope the videos and audio look significantly better than what I was working with before. So, with that out of the way, we're going to be looking at the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Bumblebee. And at the time of recording this, the movie isn't exactly in theaters just yet. There's still about a month and a half to go before we can actually start seeing it. But it seems Hasbro wanted to release some figures and characters early. And, well, to no one's surprise, I decided to start with Bumblebee here. So, if you look at him, and if you already own the original Deluxe from the first movie, yeah, you can kind of see a lot of similarities already for, like, the mold and stuff. So, yeah, I'll get more into that in a moment. So, when I got this guy, I was just messing with him for a little while, transforming him back and forth, getting practice and all that, so I can get ready to do this video. And well, I decided to bring him to I decided to bring him with me to work one day. And my coworker Simon saw that I had this guy in car mode on my desk next to the computer monitor, and he went over to me and he told me that he actually knows how to paint stuff. And he asked me if I would be okay with letting him paint this guy up, because turns out he's also a fan of Transformers. So I happily said yes, and I gave it to him. And so a couple of days later, he gives me it back in car mode, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, did he really do anything? Everything still looks. In car mode, the things still look. Nothing really looks different from how the original figure looked. And then I came to the front of the vehicle, and I saw that he painted some of the grill, and I thought, okay, so he did do something. But oh man, when I got him into robot mode, holy shit! I can't really say anything better than that right now. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but we'll get there. So, car mode here, you can see that the Concept Camaro has a few changes this time around. The rims look a bit more, they're a bit bigger. Yeah, like the actual main wheels are a bit bigger than than how they looked on the Concept Camaro from the last movie. And they also added, they made this bit bigger, and then the floodlights, I think that's what they're called, right? Floodlights? I don't know. But yeah, the lights here, they also added a bit more to that. So interesting kind of change. But despite that, everything else, it looks pretty much like what we're kind of used to by now, which is kind of nice. So that's pretty much it for car mode. Yes, the door is still open. If you own the original Deluxe, you already know about this. So you can still open the doors, and yeah. So since I already got the doors opened, and since I already mentioned all the main stuff with car mode, I'm gonna go ahead and transform him now. So again, if you own the original Deluxe, you're gonna see a lot of similarities, but there is at least one key difference that I will be sure to mention here. So, I like to untab the roof of the car from the back, like so. Then I like to split the back of the car, like so. And you can kind of already see something new there, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see. Grab the roof, split it from itself like that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this now. So he now actually has this this whole like cannon thing that has a missile. What I'm gonna do for the sake of keeping things relatively smooth, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the missile, make things a little bit easier. So once you do that, then you can also swing. Oh, getting a little stuck there. There we go. You can also swing that out, and then grab these. Let me do it from the other side. That's better. Grab those side wheels, pull them out until you hear it click on both sides, and then I like to swing them around like that. So once we got that, keep those arms out of the way the best you can. And then, just like on the original, I'm going to take these little bits here and just swing those around. They did keep the automorph, which is really nice, where you can grab the foot and the whole leg just kind of forms for you, which is really nice. Do the same thing on the other side here. Move that bit, and then grab the foot and extend that, like so. I'm going to go ahead and move my camera a little higher, because there's going to be more to this, and I'm going to need some extra space. Here we go. There we go. So, once you got that, let's see. Let's get those legs finished up here. Just really just kind of position it, the feet and stuff. Just make it look natural like that. Once you do that, take the windshield of the car, move that back. Then you can grab the front of the car, and let's see, let me get him to stand here. And then from here, kind of easy, just move the arms and shoulders out, and then you can move the rest of the car there down. And then from there, you can just take the take those little door wings, move those how you want, and just move that little piece in. We're getting there. He's not wanting to stand super good. Let me try to fix that. There we kind of go. I think he's... Alright, there we go. Got him standing good now. So, from here, move these arms out. Move these leg bits back up, so it's kind of like resting along the car's windshield. And let's see, just like the original, swing this back, and then just you don't even really need to move the hand at all. You can just move that or keep it how it is, up to you. Yeah, there's that arm, and then now it's back to this. So you are still going to want to spin the roof of the car back like so, and then the actual gun is going to hinge up and cover like part of the gap of the arm like that. And once you do that, you can kind of see that it kind of looks like the gun's formed out of his arm, which is kind of nice. Once you got that, I'll go ahead and put that missile back in now, since that's done. So one thing to bear in mind, this kind of stinks a bit. You cannot actually lock the missile in when the cannon's formed in the arm like that. So unfortunately, the missile's going to be jutting out a bit. So that's going to be something you're kind of going to have to deal with if you get this guy, or like I repainted this guy. Move his head, straighten his head out, and then move the car bits. Position those how you would like. Position that arm like so, and there you pretty much go. Let's see. Okay, I'll go with that. And so there you have them. Here's the robot mode for the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Bumblebee. And yeah, when I said earlier that when I was a little surprised when I got this guy in the robot mode when Simon gave him back to me, yeah, he did an amazing job painting this guy. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, he's got a lot of nice like silver, and it really brings out a lot of the a lot of the sculpted detail that he has, just so cool. He did such an amazing job. Simon, if you ever watch this, then yeah, like I can't thank you enough for this. But yeah, he looks really nice. He looks really nice in robot mode. And the other key difference between this and the original Deluxe is the head. As you can see, the head on this mold actually looks a lot more screen accurate. So they actually fixed that issue that the other Deluxes had from the movie before this one. So very nice that they did that. Yeah, the articulation wise, I'm not really going to cover articulation because it's basically exactly what you'd expect, because it's, he's basically just a, what are they calling it, retool of the original Deluxe. And speaking of the original Deluxe, here he actually is, the Target exclusive Bumblebee that came out a couple years back. And yeah, you can see how these two look side by side. And yeah, one thing I noticed is the yellow paint on the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe is a little bit darker than how the paint is on the original. But with that said, though, I mean, this is the Target one, so I don't know like if they actually have a different shade for the yellow. Your mileage may vary depending on what version of this guy you have, because there's, I don't even know how many repaints there are of this guy now. But yeah. Really cool. Obviously, yeah, the head looks a lot better on the Revenge of the Fallen guy. But I am going to be upfront with you here. I'm kind of not really a big fan of the gun, because not only does it kind of get in the way of transformation, like if you're going back into car mode, but also the thing I mentioned with the missile. And personally, I much prefer the weapon on the Target guy because, it's the cannon and the blade. The weapon transforms and it still stores very nicely in vehicle mode. So I'm a little disappointed with that aspect of with that change they made for the new guy here. But hey, thanks to Simon's amazing paint work, I'm able to let it slide, really. So yeah, that's how they look together. For a couple of size comparisons, my best friend Draken, if you are still watching these, here is the Drinking Bird. Here is a Wii remote. You can see how those three look. And then the only other thing I have on me is my old phone. So here's how an iPhone looks next to this figure standing right up. So yeah, that's there's some comparisons there. And yeah, I don't really know what else I could say. I mean, Simon made this thing look amazing. He's going to look amazing on the shelf. But for those of you who get this mold, just bear in mind the thing with the gun. You might even be able to swap parts. Actually, like if you really hate that, you might be able to, if you still have the original, you might be able to pull off this arm and then like kind of swap them or something if the yellow paint is a decent match. So you do have that. So yeah, I think that's everything now. Nice, kind of a nice start to the figures for the Revenge of the Fallen movie. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they come up with, and yeah, I hope this was interesting.